Hello students, you should have out your Unit 0 Middle School Math Boot Camp packet. Then you're going to turn to page 1. Students will be able to understand the purpose and goals of studying algebra and define key algebra vocabulary words. A variable is a letter or symbol that represents an unknown quantity. An algebraic expression is a combination of constants, variables, and algebraic operations. To evaluate means to find the value of an algebraic expression. To simplify means to make less complicated. An equation is an algebraic expression that contains an equal sign. To solve means to find the value. That makes the equation true. We're going to remember order of operation, PEMDAS. First, simplify anything inside of the parentheses. Second, you're going to simplify any exponents. Third, any multiplication or division. And you'll be moving from left to right. Last, any addition or subtraction. Again, moving from left to right. And we're going to talk about the key concepts. If you kind of take a look at this diagram, it kind of shows you what's highlighted in blue, 52x squared minus 9x plus 36. All of that is an expression, okay? The term is just 9x in this case, but also 52x squared is a term as well as 36 is a term, okay? The entire box, 52x squared minus 9x plus 36 equals 7m plus 82 is an equation. The variables, you have x and you have m for this case. Coefficient is 7 and your constant is 82. So when you evaluate, you're going to find the value of an algebraic expression. That's where your example, 2x plus 13, when x is equal to -3. You're going to plug in a -3 wherever you see x. So I'm just going to plug it in for you. So 2x is -3 plus 13, and then you're going to solve then you're going to evaluate by solving and simplifying. Here, simplifying, it says make an algebraic expression less complicated. You're going to simplify here, 3x plus 2 minus x plus 11. Here you're just going to combine like terms. So you're going to combine the 3x minus the x, so that will give you 2x. You're going to find a positive 2 plus 11. That's going to give you plus 13. Next, you're going to solve. Find the solution of the variable in the equation. So you're going to solve for x here. So order opposite inverse operations, what you're going to do. So you have 3x plus 2 equals 11. So we know we need to subtract 2 from both sides. That's going to give us 3x equals 9. Divide by 3 because the opposite of multiplication is division. So therefore you have x equals 3. And that should be your final answer for that. Now we're going to switch over to page 2. And we have more real world connections. When using ways you use algebra every day without knowing your morning routine, you can budget your money in sports as well as cooking. A few professions that use Algebra 1 are astronomers, physicists, engineers, jewelers, meteorologists, architects, carpenters, and in market research analysis. So let's start with our first sample problem. Match the following with its correct vocabulary word. So your words that you're choosing are evaluate, solve an equation, simplify an expression, or if it's just an expression. So we can go back to the front page where you were looking at the breakdowns of that. If you need help, go back there. We know that 4x minus 7 by itself is just an expression. Okay, you have 2x plus 4, parentheses 5 plus 2, close parentheses, plus 3 squared, minus parentheses 3 plus 4 divided by 2 parentheses. Looking at that, it's a lot going on. So we want to make this less complicated. So in order to do that, we need to simplify. We're going to simplify an expression. Okay, moving right along. We have 13n minus 4g when n equals 2 and g equals 1/2. We have something to plug in, so then therefore we know we're going to evaluate this equation. Evaluate this expression. So you're going to evaluate. Here we have 21 equals 2x plus 5. Our key thing in this problem is equal. We know that here we're going to solve the equation. Okay. Example 2. It says, what piece of information is missing in order to, in the following directions? Evaluate x squared minus 5x plus 6. We are missing what? The value. So the answer is the value we need to plug in. The value needs to be able to plug in for x, okay? Plug in, we can put 4x in this case, okay? What could be the direction given when you have 4x minus 7 equals 5? We can look up here. If it's equal, we want to solve the equation. What equation do we want to solve? 4x minus 7 equals 5. The last example, given this expression, 6 minus 28 plus 9 minus 5, which operation would you perform first? Remember, you want to follow PEMDAS, right? So we know we don't have parentheses, we don't have exponents. Do we have multiplication and divide? No, we have add and subtract. So remember, you want to start from the left to the right. So therefore, you would do what operation? The operation you should do is step number 2, which means you should do 6 minus 28. Okay? Now, if you flip to the third page, here you have a summary. After each lesson, you will have a summary here. These are a few starter sentences. You should have anywhere from 2 to 3 sentences describing your own words, the main takeaway from this lesson. And after you finish that, you're going to take that and you're going to show it to your teacher.